Welcome to the VHS monster concept for the Insectoid. The Insectoid is a biological disaster, using its technological enhancements and experimental composition to hinder his competition. With a difficulty rating of medium, the Insectoid can be picked up by newer players or be played at a heightened skill level to devastating effect when keeping all teens under your oppressive ability. The Insectoid's first ability is Attach. The Insectoid channels for 0.9 seconds, then sends a metal tube forward up to 16 meters. When the tube hits a teen, it attaches to them for 10 seconds. While it is attached, the teen is electrocuted every 4 seconds. When electrocuted, the teen cannot fire the weapon, is revealed, and moves 15% slower for 2 seconds. When a teen gets within 6 meters of another teen while the tube is attached, the tube immediately electrocutes both teens and resets the attached timer. This ability has a 20-second cooldown. The Insectoid's second ability is Swarm. The Insectoid channels for 1.3 seconds, then a swarm of insects erupt from him and covers the Insectoid for 8 seconds. While the Insectoid is covered, the swarm of insects take weapon damage instead of the Insectoid. Damage the swarm sustains cannot be recovered. After 150% of a stigma's worth of damage is dealt, the swarm disappears. The team that dealt the killing blow to the swarm loses half their current weapon charges, and they are disrupted for 6 seconds. The Insectoid is additionally slowed down by 15% for 1 second. This ability has a 34-second cooldown. The Insectoid's third ability is Amplified. The Insectoid channels for 1.6 seconds, then amplifies himself for 10 seconds. While amplified, ability cooldown timers move at 150% of the normal speed, and channel times are reduced by 10%. These buffs do not affect amplified. When the Insectoid hits a teen while amplified, the amplified duration pauses until he finishes the scream animation. For every ability used while amplified, the cooldown of amplify is increased by 3 seconds. This ability has a default cooldown of 56 seconds. The Insectoid comes with 3 mutations for each ability. The Insectoid's attached mutations include Heavy Volts. The electrocute duration is increased by 25%, 2.5 seconds total, and the cooldown of attach is increased by 30%, 26 seconds total. Departing. When a teen gets within 6 meters of an attached teen, the tube departs the teen it is attached to and attaches to the teen that got within range of the attached teen. And Attraction. If an attached teen destroys your swarm, the swarm flies to them, instantly damaging the teen if they are healthy. But the channel time of attach is increased by 30%, 1.17 seconds total. The swarm mutations are Quick Recovery. The duration of the Insectoid's damage slow is decreased by 50%, 0.5 seconds total, but the stigma damage required to destroy the swarm is decreased to 125%. Indestructible. The stigma damage required to destroy the swarm is increased to 175%, but the channel time of swarm is increased by 20%, 1.56 seconds total, and Thermal Charge. While swarmed, the next attached becomes thermal charged. When this hits, the swarm and tube instantly dissipate, but all teens within 12 meters of the hit teen included, are disrupted and staggered for 2 seconds. The amplified mutations are Discharge. When activating Amplify, Insectoid unleashes a blast of electricity around him, electrocuting all teens within 16 meters of him for 2 seconds, but the channel time of Amplify is increased by 25%, 2 seconds total. Influx. While amplified, the swarm disruption time is increased by 25%, 7.5 seconds total, but the amplified attach time is decreased by 30%, 7 seconds total. And Constant. Abilities used when amplified increase amplify cooldown by only 1 second, but the amplify duration is decreased by 20%, 8 seconds total.